Is the day of the corded tool finally dead? Now, when it comes to power tools, for the most part, for many of you, obviously corded tools are becoming obsolete. The power and the technology that these machines and manufacturers now have really does mean these machines are the thing of the past. But for those tools that have been traditionally corded, that provide us with the power, longevity, and the runtime, can we actually be assured that battery powered tools, a bit like the SEA 100 here in front of me, can actually stand up to the jobs you want it to do? So first things first, let's get it out the box, see what's inside, and then we'll do some performance tests. Sexy, everything about you so sexy. Yeah, so it's out the box. Look at it. What a beautiful bit of kit. Right, let's see what we got inside the tub as such. So we had some instructions, didn't use those, but definitely worth reading before you use any tool. Simple to put together, that's what I've got to mention. You've got two caster wheels on the front, you've got the two wheels on the back, and then it's screwing on these two, like, I don't know, hose clamp assemblies just there. Then we have a nice bristle aggravating nozzle, should we say? Is that, or agitating, not aggravating, agitating nozzle. We then have a power tool adapter. So if you're running any power tools in your workshop, you've got that adapter as multi-sizes depending on the tool you're using. We then have a filter bag. And finally, you have the foam filter element, which is to replace the PET filter if you had to suck up any liquid. So that is the wet side of your wet and dry vac. Very moist. So I think what I really like about it so far is how compact it is. You know, it's very streamlined. Everything is just neat and tidy, and it's got some style about it, hasn't it? Now, tube-wise, you've got two tubes, two extension tubes. They click in the back like so. Then you have got your carpet hoovering attachment, which has got the click in and click out for the rubber bit at the back and the sweepy bit for carpets just there. Again, that can be clipped in the back of the machine like that. And then you got the hose with a spinny end on the end so it doesn't get wrapped up. And that simply goes in like so. And then, one thing I did forget, we have got a crevice nozzle, all tidily tucked away in its place. Nice. Okay, so let's get this one to the side and reintroduce our own SE33. Now, we've used this in the workshop for a good couple of years, this model. It's never let us down. It's given us plenty of power. Obviously, we do put it through its paces. You know, we are probably sucking up stuff it shouldn't shuck. And so I think the first test is going to be a water test. How quickly can these machines suck up water? So I think somewhere between 8 to 10 litres of water, and see if battery has got the performance of corded. And is it something that we and you guys could rely on going forward? So we'll just swap over our filters. That one is already swapped over to our water foamy one. How does this go off? Oh, just like that, there we go. That one goes over the top like so, like a little sleeve. And all that does is just stops any bigger bits of material getting into the motor housing. Slot it in like so, and I've measured out 8 litres of water in each barrel. So first test, see how quickly they can suck. Right, so I'm relying on the cameraman to tell me which one finishes first.
3, 2, 1, suck!
I think it may have just pipped it, even though it fell off. Well, that was a bit of a fail, so let's go again. Take 2. Count me in, cameraman.
3, 2, 1, suck!
I think I know what's happening. That one's sucking quicker, but that one's finishing because that's got more capacity, so it's actually taking more water in than this, and it's automatically shutting itself off. That's why we're getting a dreg in the bottom, because we've still got probably 1/4 litre of water in there. So yes, that sucks quicker, but that has got more capacity. but still pretty impressive. So I think that test perfectly sums up the performance and power between both products. Now, to give you an idea of the specification of each, this one produces 200 millibar of pressure at the end of the nozzle, whereas the corded version is 210. Flow rate, 116 cubic feet per minute opposed to 127. So, you know, there is a little bit of a difference, but actually when you see the performance in sucking that water out of that barrel, they did pretty much finish at the same time. But the big question is as well, is how do they perform on hard surfaces? So cleaning carpets. Roll down our rug and do some cleaning. Nice clean carpet. Dirt, more dirt and stones. So let's just do a little bit of sprinkling. Dirt, 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 dirt. It's like how many songs I can get into making a cleaning video interesting. Nice. More lovely, lovely jubbly. About even in it. Nice. Let's do some sucking. Now, I'm no domestic goddess and I don't know the answer to this, but do you use the setting like that with the bristles up on carpet? Or is that for hard surface? Or is it down for carpet? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. 30 seconds on the clock per machine, and we'll see how much of this crud and crap we can get off the carpet. Are you ready, cameraman?
3, 2, 1, go!
That was impressive. Right, so what about the corded then? Count me in then, cameraman.
3, 2, 1, go! Not bad at all. Didn't quite get every single bit. I actually felt there was a bit more suction, like a little bit more draw to the carpet on that one, but let's tell you a little bit more about the SEA 100 while I do some more jobs around the farm. So the SEA 100 runs on STIHL's professional 36 volt AP battery system. The recommended battery is the AP200, which provides up to 29 minutes of runtime, while the AP500S delivers up to 53 minutes. With a flick of a switch, you can change from power level 1, the standard mode, ideal for smooth floors, extended working time up to 50%, to level 2, the high suction mode, designed for removing stubborn dirt from all surfaces. The dust collection system meets Class L standards, making it suitable for dust types such as lime and coarse wood dust. With the included power tool adapter, it also can be used with tools like sanders and jigsaws. It's equipped with STIHL constant power technology, which ensures the machine maintains full performance regardless of the battery's charge level. A machine weight of 7.6 kilos, a 12-litre container. It's also IPX4 weather rated and comes with a covered battery slot, a 2.2 metre swivel hose with anti-static coating to reduce the risk of electrostatic discharge, and additional accessories include brush nozzle, an angled rubber nozzle and a radiator suction nozzle. So that is the SEA 100 from STIHL, their AP system 36 volt battery vacuum offering wet and dry vac. Now at the start of the video I asked the question, do you think corded machinery is dead? Is it a thing of the past? Well, I'm going to be a little bit controversial and say no, I don't think it is, but there is very, very good alternatives for areas around your home or your garden which will give you similar power, if not better performance than a corded product. And actually, the SEA 100 has ticked all the boxes today. Now there is obviously huge benefits of cordless machinery. That goes for garden machinery, that goes for power tools. But when it comes to more lifestyle products like this, they really do tick the box, because you might have areas around your property that you don't physically have mains power, or you don't want to get a long extension lead out to get to where you want to clean. Now personally myself, I'm actually just undertaking a self-build, and something like this, where I haven't got mains power actually on our property or on our land, is an absolute godsend, because just physically keeping on top of the cleaning with a product like this, it really does do a great job. But the huge benefit is obviously the portability of this unit. Is very compact, it's got plenty of power,
but you don't need to run an extension lead like you would with the SE33. Now there is always going to be a downside when you compare a corded product to battery, and that is going to be the price. Obviously the battery product is going to be more costly compared to your corded machine. So are you camp cord or are you camp battery? So it'd be great if you could subscribe to our channel and like this video. And I'm going to leave you with this. These machines totally suck.